today I'm going to show you all of my favorite hobbies. So today I'm just going to focus on my top 6 hobbies. These are in no particular order. I love them all just the same, and I thought it might be fun to show you how many I can get done in a single day. So let's do it. Let's go. Sewing. I am just going to make a very quick little tie for a curtain that I just completed, which I will be sharing with you very soon. I've already released that video of me making the patchwork curtain. If you're curious, I will link it below. Where is my... There's one needle. Oh, there's some more. So I started sewing when I was just, I think in primary school? No, I was a teenager. I was definitely a teenager. And I just kind of did it because I thought it was fun. It was fun to try something new. I wasn't good at it. I wasn't any good at it at all. I didn't really understand how to make my clothes not fall apart. I didn't know about, doing back stitching to secure the stitch. So I would wear something and it would very quickly fall apart. So I think that kind of killed my passion for sewing. But yeah, quite a few years later, I started getting interested in sewing again. It just sort of crossed my radar. I wanted to be able to make my own clothes. I wanted to be able to mend my clothes. So my mum bought me my sewing machine, which I'm currently using. I've had this for about almost 4 years now, I think. And yes, she's very basic, but she does the job. So if you haven't guessed it, the next one is spinning. So I started spinning wool probably about 2 years ago now, when my partner gifted me this amazing spinning wheel. And yeah, it's definitely been a lot of practice working on spinning. I've learned from YouTube and library books, but you really it's a skill that you have to learn hands-on, and it requires a lot of hand-eye coordination, which I've had to definitely work on. I really love spinning because I love working with raw fibre. I get beautiful fleece down here in Tasmania. I've also bought like commercially prepared fleece, which is what I'm using now. It's this amazing blend of alpaca, silk and wool, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I love it. I think it is just so beautiful to work with, and it's such a meditative process too. Okay, so I have just finished about an hour of spinning. She's a little lumpy, but I'm really happy with it. And yeah, excellent. I'm going to attempt crocheting a little earbud, AirPod, whatever case, because this is boring and I want it to have a bit more personality. So I had a look on YouTube just at some shorts to see some ideas. There was some really good basic ones that I liked. There was a very funny frog monster one, which I love, but I was thinking I would do something a little fruity, a little fun. And I'd recently watched a Jenna Phipps video where she made that gorgeous strawberry top, and I love that pattern. So I had a little Google to see how the heck to do it, because I know how to crochet, but I'm not amazing at it. Had a look to see who created the pattern, and it was a brand, I think, called Nastasia, which I will link down below. They've got a free PDF on how to do the pattern on their website, which I'm following right now. And yeah, I think I am going to attempt it. So I'm going to start with some cream wool just to do like the border and the base of the case. And they say to do it in multiples of 4, so I think I measured 28. It's a multiple of 4, yeah. So I'll start with 28 on my chain and then go from there. I've been crocheting for about 6 years, I think, but that's very much on and off. Like, we have a on and off relationship, me and crochet. I don't mind crochet. I quite enjoy it actually. The fact that you get to use one tool is amazing. It's very beginner friendly, that if you make a mistake, you don't have to frog your whole work like knitting. Like knitting, if you drop a stitch sometimes, that's it, pack it in. 6, 27, 28, excellent. So I'm just gonna do, just like they do in the pattern, I'll just do a border of single chains. I've made about 1,000 granny squares. I've made a blanket. I then frogged that blanket and made something else. Yes, unfortunately, if you're made from wool and you're knitted or crocheted in this case, in my house, you have a short life expectancy sometimes, because sometimes I will just frog it because I want to start something new. So we're always reusing in this house, even when we have a perfectly fine completed piece. So I've been going for about 20-ish minutes so far, and I mean, they look like tomatoes. That's kind of cute. So I'm going to keep working on this. Ignore all the loose threads. We're pretty much done, except for all the loose threads, but this is a little case. So I'm just going, it's so stupid and I love it. Kind of feel like I should have put a strawberry there, but whatever, that's good enough. I am going to now probably just put a little proper base on it because it's kind of a bit big on the bottom, so I'm just gonna like use a bit more of the cream and just cinch it in a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna go around the border in just a red blanket stitch and be done with it. I love you. Lino printing. Now I am very inexperienced when it comes to lino printing. I have only ever really done it for stamping fabric for clothing that I make, or for like my packaging. That's probably the main reason I got into lino printing, is to customize my packaging and like tags and stuff for my brand. And yeah, I thought I would carve out some new stamps today because I've been wanting to do some for my wool and knitted items. I want them to have their own little cute custom tags. So we're going to carve out a couple stamps. Ball of wool. And then I'm going to have knitting needles. Probably not that thick because that's a little insane. A little bit thinner coming out of it. It looks like an alien, but let's see how we go. Oh, there we go.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight.
I may have accidentally deleted the footage for our next hobby, which was natural dyeing. I dyed a pair of merino socks in some red clay dirt. If you're interested in seeing the natural dye journey, I can definitely link you to my video that I've done previously. On to the next one. Last hobby of the day is of course knitting. I've been knitting for many years now. I have preached about the benefits of knitting, and if you haven't already started, I recommend you do. And I didn't talk through this whole segment of me knitting because I don't really talk when I knit. I just like to sit and knit. I can hear chainsaws somewhere. And that brings us to the end of my 6 hobbies in a day video. It was really fun and just a little bit stressful doing all of this in a day. It's just after 4 o'clock now, so it is time for me to stop and go inside. Yeah, I had so much fun doing this. I kind of was jumping to each hobby every like hour and a half, which was a little confusing for my brain. Oh my god, it's gonna rain. So I'm going to wrap this video up here because I've got a clothesline full of clothes that I need to bring in before this starts. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you feel like liking, please do so. Subscribing if you feel like it, and chucking a comment down below if you so please. Bye! It is so stormy.